Intended this to be for solo artists. This gentleman right over here, Chris Bertrand, was one of our first people that played on the stage. So, but then last year, a whole bunch of band folks wanted to know if they could play, and so I'm going like, why not? The pay's the same as if you were one single person. But that's okay. It doesn't change. And it went really well. And so this year we have a solo artist, Barrett, and we have two bands. The person who runs this joint, John Mayer's band, the Landing Party will be up here, and a band called Pocket Lounge. We're looking forward to hearing some young guys that are really ripping it up with the funk scene here, so we're really looking forward to hearing that as well. So without further ado, we're going to turn it over to Barrett, and she is going to perform some of her amazing music for you. And wherever Grum is, he's going to take this away from me, or he's going to turn me on.
Turning you up now!
Hello, my name is Barrett Finken. I'm an artist from Lake Crystal. Do a lot of stuff in Mankato. I released my first album of original music last November, so I'm going to be performing like a shortened version of that tonight for you guys. The first song I have for you is Change with the Seasons.
Fine, Greg. Well, no, I'm here. This is my daughter.
I was just a child. I learned hard things from I learned that even love cannot weather the destruction of the father's word. And when a young heart first is broken,
Sorry, it's so late. You guys are probably talking. Oh, you're fine. No, we're good. Oh, it's been nice sitting out here. Once I got out of my car, I'm like, oh, this one keeps going down. I'm gonna freeze. So I'm like, Diane, this way. I know, if sun goes down, I'm gonna freeze.
Yeah, Chloe was kind of cold.
Yeah, I might get a little.
if we change with the seasons, grow free as the wind. We rise and set the sun as we change with the seasons, blow free as the wind, as we rise and set with the sun and trust wisdom. Change.
Yes, let's hear it for Barrett. Very beautiful music. Thank you so much. So, just wanted to let everybody know we have these really cool T-shirts, and we're selling them. They look like this. Wendy Schultz designed this, and if you turn it around, it has everybody. There's everybody on there, everybody that you know, everybody that's going to be playing music for the Minnesota Original Music Festival this year is on the back of it, including people like Barrett and the Landing Party, and these guys back here. We're going to hear a little bit. Yes, Pocket Lounge. So, at any rate, yes. So, at any rate, I wanted to remind everybody that we, if you're a musician, we have workshops. Free workshops from some really great music professionals starting tomorrow at Paddlefish. And so if you're interested in getting your improvisation chops up a little bit, we have some really great people there. And so please come over and check it out. So at any rate, if anybody needs a t-shirt, one more time, or 5, I have them here. So. They come in black and white and they come in color, so just so you know. All right, I'm going to hand this off to these guys. I'm done. Yeah.
It's kind of weird when everybody was going through the frac sanding and leaving their beloved ones at home. Yeah, it reminded me of Alaska Pipeline when I was a kid. But it go over 6 months on, 2 months. And it starts with a drum solo. Hey, wait a second, I forgot to introduce us. John Mayer on drums. Rick Dimmel on lead guitar. James Henry on rocket on bass. Thanks for coming. mule and kids trying to make the horns too. Said really bad boy, bobcat, honey boy, big time, yeah, I'm back, merry-go track in a whole truck of USA. Kansas City, it's set pretty. Hey, all the money they let me. Back to the Houston tires, and the diesel's getting higher, and the radiator's starting to bleed. Oh, the radiator's starting to bleed. Oh, okay, there we go.
All right. ship. Smelling the shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Whizzing away again, Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker song. It's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason. Say they're all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. It's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. I don't got it, I haven't a clue. Whizzing away again, Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker song. Some people claim that they're wrong to blame. No, I think it could be my fault. Take it away, Jeremy. In the blender.